Hey, and welcome back to the garage. So when I'm making videos, I like to make videos about things that I've just never seen before. Things that I had to figure out in my journey of building a pack and becoming a Ghostbuster cosplayer. Things that I just haven't seen videos done before. So today I'm going to make a video about 3D printing. I'm by no means a great 3D printer. I'm not even really a good 3D printer. But what I am good at is fixing things that I break. So today I'm going to show you how to fix a crack in a 3D print. So I'm going to go ahead and break this. But while I was workshopping this idea, I also started thinking, what if I show you how to join 3D prints together? So that's what I'm going to do. So stick around, let's get into it.
We got ball!
So the first thing I have to do is break a 3D print. There we go, nice little crack in the sidewall. Alright, I'll be honest, I meant to put a crack in it, I ended up taking out a pretty good chunk. But that's fine, it's nothing I can't fix. So let me show you how to do it. Before I show you the next step, I'm going to go into the other part of my video where I show you how to connect two pieces together. Alright, so I've got everything connected inside with the 4 M3 screws. If you're curious what this is, it's actually the top of the cyclotron. So this is here, and then it's got this here, and then the lights go around. Anyway, so yeah, this is actually part of the Q pack. So here's where I got the files from. Here's where I cut the cyclotron. Obviously, I didn't need the whole thing, so I just printed this little bit. All right, so I actually connect these two pieces together the same way that I fill a crack. Hi, so I must not have pushed record when I showed step 1 of how to fill a crack. But luckily it's exactly the same as how I connect the pieces. I just kind of clear it out with the rotary sander, so just keep watching. So if this isn't your first 3D printing video, you're definitely no stranger to Bondo, glazing, and spot putty. You take it, you put it into the layer lines, wait for it to harden, and then smooth it. It works, but that's actually not what we're going to use for this. I'm going to use something a little bit stronger. Milliput. It's a 2-part putty that you mix together, and then I'm going to put into these ravines that I've made. You'll see how it works. So in one of my other videos, I said that I'm not going to be negative. I'm not going to talk about things I don't like. But I will definitely go out of my way to support the things that I do like. And Milliput is awesome. This is the stuff that I use to make the bead lines, or the weld bead lines or whatever, around the end filter and up and down the pack. So, I don't know, maybe do a video about that someday. We'll see. So I'm just going to take it, and I'm gonna put a bunch of it kind of into the crack. Now when you're using Milliput, you need to remember that if you don't put enough in, you're gonna have to come back and do it again. But if you put too much, you just have to keep sanding. And I would prefer to just sand rather than have to do this again. So go a little heavy on it. So when you're combining pieces, just put it in like you did to fill the crack. All we're doing is filling that ravine. All right, so here's the crack. And then here is the two pieces that I am merging into one. So it says need for at least 5 minutes, did that, and then becomes rock hard after 3 to 4 hours at normal room temperature. Store and dry. Oh, it also says it's advisable to wear gloves. All right, so I hit it with a 120 grit and a 220 grit on the power sander, and I wish you guys could see how smooth this is. So yeah, it's still got the same layer lines as any other 3D print would at this step, but the crack and the join are just perfect. They're actually a little smoother than the print is. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish it up just like I would any other 3D print, and I'll show you how it comes out. I wanted to make sure that I showed you guys this step. So I have it primed and I'm about to paint, but I want to make sure you guys understand that this is 4 coats of primer, and I sand it multiple times with 400 and 600 grit. I could go a little bit more, but I don't really need to for this particular project, but if it's something you're doing, definitely keep going. And I also want to let you guys know I did end up using some of that glazing and spot putty. I always think it's funny how you'll be watching some kind of like how-to video and they'll immediately go from like, here's what I started with, to, you know, like, here's the finished product. It's amazing, you can totally do it too. But to be completely candid with you, the reason I have this is because I messed up the first one so bad. I thought I could use like a crappy print and just do a half-assed job, and you can't. It's a lot of work. It's very rewarding, but you know, like anything, the more you put into it, the more you get out of it. And now I sound like a teacher. But anyway, yeah, like I want you guys to realize that this takes a good amount of time and you really got to give it some love. So just want to make sure you guys saw that. Anyway, now we're heading off to paint. All right, here it is after the first coat. Definitely needs a second. Some little spots that I kind of missed. So I'm gonna head back outside, hit it again. All right, I just finished painting. I think it turned out phenomenal. Take a look at this. All right, so here's the original crack and how it turned out. Then here are the parts I'm joining together and how that turned out. Just a little bit of effort and you can definitely do this. All right, so that's pretty much a wrap on how to fix a crack in a 3D print and how to merge 2 pieces together. So if you stuck around, thank you so much. I'm having a lot of fun making these videos. I have no idea what the next one's even gonna be about, but I look forward to seeing you then. If you are here for just a 3D printing advice, I hope this helps. If you're here building a Q-Pack, good luck. Feel free to reach out to me. Instagram, I'm GB_Ted. Facebook, Ted Wise. Or on here, whatever. I would love to help you in any way I can. Until then, dude, have a great day. Is there seriously a car alarm right now? And someone hammering? Like...